Hey, we are here at another Jackson County Heritage Geo Trail, and we are here with
Joe Bitts.
All right, and Joe's been driving us around, taking us to amazing places, has even been the cameraman on some of these videos, but we wanted to show you one. This is the final of a two-stage cache, and the first location was at what was called an opera house, and it was in town. We pulled up, and Joe's been to it before, obviously, and he knew the secret, so he turned on his radio, the car radio, like to an FM station, and we started hearing the description of some of the historical significance of that part of the town, and we learned a little bit, but at the end they actually gave coordinates to where we are. Now, I've seen these kind of things before, but Joe's actually set one up, so I thought I'd ask him a little bit about it. What's happening is there's a radio transmitter, a local proximity radio transmitter that can put out a repeated set of audio again and again, 24 hours a day. So anytime you pull up, and if you know the right frequency to turn to, you can get that, then get the information from there. And so, Joe, you set one of these up before?
I set one up 5-7 years ago, and it went to a store that was nearby, and then the second coordinates took near my house, and it was off of eBay. I got it for just $20, I think, at the time. It was a real estate transmitter meant to give you information about different homes as you travel a neighborhood. Okay. Well, normally those things are $1,200, but I got it for $20 on eBay.
Whoa! They're normally $1,200, but you got it for about $20.
Yes, that particular model, programmable, could be live, or you could do repeating messages through the memory that was inside. So I set it up through a fake news program with a weather report, so the folks in the west or to the north would experience 34 degrees, so on and so forth, and the folks in the west 84 degrees and winds. It's and that was the clue. But the transmitters, they're so readily available now on eBay, so anybody can get one of these legal low power FM transmitter and program them to whatever you want them to say, or loop through, or use them live in any kind of FM broadcast that you'd like to do. Okay,
and I was going to ask that. So you don't need to have any special license. You can just do it on your own and then have it and it's not like it's broadcasting miles and miles, right?
Right. They're low power, and they would be FCC type accepted to not work in that manner, because if it was high power, you'd interfere with other stations and hence then be illegal. So it needs to be in the milliwatt range. Nothing I don't know exact figures, but anything a watt or more would probably not be good. Okay.
And are there any particular terms or tags that people would go on eBay to search for when they're looking for something like this? Because you mentioned a real estate transmitter, but any terms they should look for?
Well, my recent looks into it for a club that I belong to do just that, to transmit announcements and such to at different events where people will be attending with their radios. Just radio transmitter, FM transmitter, pretty much that's it. Okay.
And are they hard to set up? Do you just you record your voice into it? Because I heard music and everything, and then you somehow do you put an MP3 inside there, or how does it work in general?
Well, the one I have is a little bit older, so it was just a matter of programming it through my PC, and I used some digital, pretty lifelike digital characters that would convert text to speech. But yeah, you could put anything in, whatever audio you think of or comprise of, or even a podcast of a podcaster.
Good idea.
And you could transmit that through whatever the means necessary.
Okay, and I guess the only thing you'd need is power, because unless you had some kind of solar, you need power somehow.
Right, I had power since the transmitter was near my home at the time. It's currently just archived, it was called Geocache Radio. I would have it on a timer so that it was only available during daylight hours. It didn't need people in the neighborhood at night. But even just on a timer or full time, like many are, like this one is.
All right. And so that one led to here, and I wanted to show you this geocache because when we got up to it, yet another birdhouse. But the reason this one is significant is because when you open this one, there's a nest, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's under the nest. So once you take the nest out, then the actual geocache is inside there. And this one also has a beautiful artwork on it, like we've seen on many of the ones out here on the trail. So we're going to put this one back. We've already signed it, and just wanted to give you a little bit of information on how you might have a two-stage cache using the transmitter idea over there. All right, so we're going to put this back here, just like a birdhouse, and we'll head on to some other adventures out here in Georgia.